Hey guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, welcome back, and I appreciate the support. Guys, I just got done watching the funeral service, the full funeral service for Tyre Nichols, and I gotta admit, it was touching. It was sad. Among the people there were Al Sharpton. He spoke. Vice President Kamala Harris made an appearance and spoke as well. Spike Lee was in the audience. I think I saw Jesse Jackson too, to name a few people that were there. Another thing I thought was surprising and a good show of solidarity was a lot of victims of police violence or brutality. The victims' families were there. Eric Garner, George Floyd, to name a few. And it was a lot of people that showed support for the Tyre Nichols family. And that's a good thing. It's still shocking, you know, what these police officers did. But I want to say something and be honest with you. All the video cases need to be reopened. That's what I feel like. A lot of them video cases that are not open and shut or stand for question, they all need to be reopened. I think Benjamin Crump said that too. And that's a real thing, because a lot of this stuff, when we was going through this situation where it was the mass media was pushing out, it seemed like every week somebody was getting killed by police. I think a lot of those situations need to really be, those cases need to be reopened and evaluated, some of them, if not all of them, because this situation is nothing new, but it's just a little strange. You know, the circumstances are a little different as far as motive is concerned. Another thing about the funeral, I noticed, I didn't hear anybody mention Shanquilla Robinson, which I thought was odd. But I mean, it was about police violence and stuff like that. But still, a cover-up is a cover-up. This girl ain't got no rest neither. I did a few videos on her, and it seemed like they didn't put that on the back burner, just like I had predicted. It's like you rarely hear anything. It's like the family's up there fighting by themselves to get justice, and it seemed like they're not even getting no help from the U.S. government, which is a damn shame in itself. But the family spoke. And before I get into that, I want to say something. In my last video that I made, well, one of my last videos I made, where I said it was a weird twist in this, and I had mentioned a female that was supposed to be a part of this twist. A lot of guys sent me comments, and I appreciate them, whether they're good or bad. I appreciate the comments, you know. Said, hey, you know, you need to understand what you're talking about, and you know it's far-fetched, and the family said this, the family said that. Let me ask you something. What 29-year-old person talks about their sex life with their parents? I don't know any. You don't know what kind of, you know, he's a grown man. You're not going to tell everything to his parents. And that's just one thing I wanted to say, and that's not a slight against what somebody said, because I understand where you're coming from. You know, especially with somebody being a content creator, you're like, oh, where you getting this from? Where you this? But I'm not the only one saying it. And the reason why I brought that up, ladies and gentlemen, was this. If you go and look, and I should have time-stamped it, Al Sharpton was talking, and he was leading the procession. And now Al was crazy sometimes. And Al said too much. Al said this in one part, and I can't verbatim say anything. He was talking about, nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw them doing this to him. Nobody and then he brought up the girlfriend. Nobody knew nothing about the girlfriend, but he said it. And the way he said it, I said, look at that. Then he switched to something else. And I said, see, there it is there. You can look at the family. They are proud people. and they're stand-up people. They want to paint their son in a negative, in a positive light. They don't want anything negative coming out of this, and I don't blame them. Any parent would do that. You're not going to tell anything that your kid could do to make people look at them otherwise, as if they warranted the blame of what happened to them. They're just trying to protect his reputation. And any parent would do that. Now, the situation with the girl, you know, why would Al bring that up? That's just something to ask yourself. But anyway, I'm going to get off of that. The family spoke. Sister spoke first. You know, they were strong. You can see they were visibly shaken and upset. The brother spoke. You know, the brother that was on CNN, he told Tyre, save a spot for me in heaven, bro. And it was touching. The mother, well, we'll go with the father. The father, man, I give him respect, man. I give all of them respect. But the father, as he was a pillar of strength. The mother and father didn't want to speak, but Al Sharpton is, like I said, Al Sharpton is crazy. Al was like, this your kid? This is your son? You need to say something? He just put him on blast, so they got up there and spoke. And the father, man, he was a leader in it. You know, he said he thanked everybody for the support, not only in the city of Memphis, but worldwide, and worldwide, period. And he said, among some of the things he said that Tyre was a good kid. He said he was a beautiful human being. You know, his light shined so the world could see. It was purpose in him. And I feel that. And the thing that's funny is, people like Tyre that don't do any wrong, and they march to the beat of their own drum, a lot of times they're very creative people. And with him being taken away from us so fast, you know, we don't know what he could have contributed to mankind or made something useful that all of us can use. That could have been life-changing. We never know. And to have this happen, it's like it's a loss on all of us. Honestly, I don't know Tyre per se, but I know the situation he's been in with dealing with police, being scared, running for your life in certain situations. I've been through that. So I can relate to him on that level. And a lot of you guys can relate to him on a certain level, regardless of what color you are. You know, the mother got on there. And I got to be dead honest with you. It was very hard seeing her up there. Because, I mean, I've seen how she was in the press conference, the past press conferences and stuff. And I know the incredible amount of weight that's on her and pain in her heart. It's very, very hard, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're male or female, to pray over the casket of your child. Yeah. The casket was closed, and that's the thing that's bothering me. They beat that boy so bad that he couldn't have an open casket. Just 1 second. It kind of reminded me of Emmett Till. And no disrespect to the family, but I mean, I thought about that when I was watching the casket, and I'm like, you know what, man? And I mean, no disrespect to the family, I'd have been like, I'd have had an open casket. I'd have been like, let America see what they did to my child. The color of law, what that did to my child. Let them see that. And it hurts on so many different levels, man. It does. It hurts on a lot of different levels. We got to come through with this. We got to grow from this, all of us. Because that could have been me, like I said in the other video. It could have been me, could have been you, could have been you, could have been my child. My kids are in their early 20s, and I'd be worried to death when they go out. Because they don't think nothing's going to happen to them. Let alone running into police. That's one of the few things you're worrying about. This man did not deserve this. And what's hard to believe is the whole situation of he was just going home. Like, god damn. Anyway, one thing Al Sharpton said that really like got me emotional. He said, and it was cool that he brought this up. I was like, man, that make you think. He said, King said he had a dream and he was in Memphis when he got killed. He said, and today, another dream is getting buried. That's a damn shame. A lot of people said he was coming home from work. Nah, he wasn't coming home from work. He was coming home from taking some pictures of the sunset or something. He wasn't at work. He was going and doing some photography work and doing something that he loved. You know, whoever, just from the outside, you know, outside insight looking at it, he got in the car, started the car, was going home and reflecting on his day, only to have it taken away by these assholes, man. And for what? Tyre Nichols, may you rest in peace, brother. And my condolences go to the family. You know, we don't think about stuff where when we're in the act of trying to take somebody off the planet, that we take a little bit of somebody else with it. I hope this family continues to fight for justice like they say they have, as a family. And don't let up. Don't let up. I'm sorry. I'm Stock Market Steve. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe.